taking it there. I'm taking it there.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Cowboys and the Broncos, and it's
and off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Evades him at the 20, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Again, it's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Prescott. Five yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. On the return, it's Washington. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Garibay on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. from the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Denver's offense now set to go.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rippon on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Rippon to pass. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Now Rippon on 1st and 10. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw again is Rippon. Delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play.
And that'll bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Terrell Basham, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking sideline, incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break, contain, and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Looking to throw on first down is Rippon. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Rippon's throw taken in here by Fulgham. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Rippon on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we have reached halftime in our first. Boy, a rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Cowboys! And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
So that challenge is successful.
On the field is reversed.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw, Rush. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Here's Rush to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Nick Bonito, the outside linebacker, dropping it for a loss of 6. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bonito. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, Rush. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Out of the gun is Rippon. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Now Rippon. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Here's Rippon. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit.
Welcome back now to Denver. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rush. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. They'll try and run for it. And he's got room. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds. 170 yards. McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. The extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes the score 21-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. In trouble, and he's taken down. Terrell Basham, his 2nd sack of the night. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rippin. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that makes the score 28-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Anthony Brown.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Garibay on to attempt the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Taken from just outside the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come